Welcome everybody. My name is Vincent and I'm from Life Coach to Rapid Results. Today I'm here with Paul.
Good to see you, Vince. Well, I'm so excited. I'm looking forward. You're going to be transforming, I believe. Yeah, some goods into bads. Oh, sorry, some bads into goods. Yeah?
That's right, yeah.
Come on, let's go for it.
So yeah, it's going to do a very, very powerful video. I'm going to show you the what good comes out the bad, and it's going to be an argument that I cannot let you win. And I can't let you win because I love you so much. I cannot let you win this argument because if you win this argument, you get to stay exactly where you are in the pain. But if I win this argument, I get to transform that pain into a positive. And like I said, this is not stuff which I've come up with myself. This is my truth which I'm sharing. It might not be for everyone, but this is my truth which I'm sharing, which works, which has worked for many, many people, and it's about even if you are in pain, if you are in a bad place, if you are going through tragedy, if you are going through problems, it's about feeling good even though you're going through them things. And I think that's key. So yeah, we're going to be talking about, everybody wants a problem-free life, pain-free life, tragedy-free life. They don't want limitations. They want to be able to do whatever they want. They don't see the value in none of that, but they don't understand that all these things, all these limits, all these things that appear to be negative are actually what makes our life a gift. It makes our life a gift and makes it worthwhile when we're living life. Because if I could come up to someone and take away all them things, life would be meaningless, it'd be worthless. So the things that appear to be negative, are actually the things you always want to get rid of, are actually the things making our life a gift. We don't see that. We've not been taught this from a young age, and this is the problem, So I'll give you a little analogy, which made a lot of sense to me. Back many years ago, there was a comic, Superman comic, and it's not the Superman we get to know today. It's a totally different Superman. This Superman, he was indestructible, right? He was juggling planets. An atom bomb was thrown at him once, and he just combed his hair, and he was back. Nothing happened, And that comic, nobody bought it because he didn't have any limitations. He didn't have any problems. They knew that he was going to get through everything, and everything was going to be fine. He was indestructible, and because of that, there was no interest. There was no interest. And this is this analogy which I take into life, and I see that it's the problems, it's the pain, it's the tragedy, it's the bad things that happen, it's a limited time, it's all these things that we don't want are actually making our life the gift. So we got to be careful for what we wish for, because to wish away the bad is to wish away the gift of life. So I'm going to go into transforming some really negatives for you. Everybody has problems.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is if someone come to me, loads of problems, okay, I could fix all your problems right now. Let's say that. But by fixing all your problems, maybe bigger problems would come along. Yeah. But how many problems I fix for you, you're always going to have problems. Regardless, that's what the mind always looks for. It always looks for problems. For instance, sat down watching a movie, I need to go to the toilet, problem. Phone call happens, I got to answer this call now, another problem. Or bills, another problem. Traffic jam, another problem. This going on, another problem. Life is, even if it's small problems, life is always going to be full of problems. And no matter how many problems you fix, you're still going to have problems. That's life. So if I fix someone's problems or took away all their problems, quite possibly a bigger problem could come along, which was even worse. So if you can get to a place where, okay, then you accept life is about problems, you're going to have problems, but you can become grateful. You can see the value in it and become grateful for it. You can transform how them problems affect you. Okay, I've got problems. Do you know what? I want to keep my problems today because I know don't matter how many I fix or how many I deal with, I'm still going to have problems. And when you can see that and you can be awakened to this stuff and you can get that level of acceptance, you can transform how these problems affect you. And when you want to keep your problems, the resistance drops. It's the resistance is where the pain is coming from. 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to it. And that's where the pain comes from. And what do I mean by resistance? For instance, I'll give you some resistance now. So in a car jam, car breaks down. Oh my God, why is this happening to me? What's going on? Who borrowed the car before me? This is getting on my nerves. This shouldn't be happening. And it's like pulling the bat out the drawer and just hitting myself on the head with the bat. I'm just causing all my own pain. The problem is, it just is. It's not this, not that. These things got to happen on a continuum. They got to continue to happen, the good and the positive, good and the positive. So let's see what good can come out of the traffic jam, and the car breaking down. Okay, let's have a look at this. So stop asking why is this happening, and start change the way I communicate to myself from why is this happening to what good is coming out of this, what's it trying to teach me. Okay, car broke down, pain in the ass, got a phone in the RAC, but how do I know that's bad for me? Let's have a think of this now. How do I know that's bad for me? How do I know that my car breaking down and being in that traffic jam didn't stop another car from going into me five streets down? How do I know that? Or how do I know a person was going to walk across the road, not even looking, and I wasn't paying attention because I was talking to someone in the car and I ran into them? So how do I know that my car breaking down and being in that traffic jam was bad for me? How do I know that because of that car breaking down and being in a traffic jam, I goes to the shop, I buys a lottery ticket, I get something to eat, I meet a girl, I give her my number, we connect, which wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the car breaking down. I get a lottery ticket, I win a few quid on lottery, and this has all happened because of the car breaking down. But I'm so quick to label it as this is negative, this shouldn't be happening. And that's where my resistance is coming from. My mind wants to label things. I want to put meaning on things. And this is where all my pain is coming from. This is the resistance. Yeah. So hopefully you can see that, we don't have enough knowledge, because we're going to see this much truth. We don't have enough knowledge to go around labeling stuff as good or bad. It just is. Negative has to happen for positive to happen. One does not exist without the other. If I took away all the negative, automatically there is no positive. It's just not positive. It just is. Yeah. So remember this. The negative is what makes the positive a gift. Yeah. And it has to continue to happen, because if I was in a really good place, I had no problems, and everything was going right, so I thought it was going right, life would be flat, boring and meaningless. Okay, so we've had a look at that. Let's go a bit deeper. Let's go deep now. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people out there, who for unfortunate reasons have ended up with cancer. It's a terrible disease. I'm not disputing that in any way. Really bad for the family and for that person. Really painful. But let's take that personal view out of it. Let's come out of that and let's start looking at this in the circle of life. Yeah, because this is the stuff I talk about. I talk about a circle of life. Yeah, I talk about taking your personal views out of things and looking at the bigger picture. Yeah, so okay then. So cancer, how many people does it kill each year? Millions, yeah? Worldwide. It's a massive problem. And it's been a massive problem for some time now. So let's have a look at this. So many people have died, and so many people have to die in order for that cure to be created, in order for them to have a breakthrough and find something that can help others. So many people have to die, and when so many people die, they find this cure. But then when they find the cure, not just millions of people have been saved, but billions of people, and they will continue to be saved. So let's say we lose 500 million, yeah? 500 million people to cancer, maybe more, maybe a lot more, yeah? But as a result of losing all them people, we find a cure, and when we find that cure, billions of people get saved. Then in the grand scheme of things, we've got to take our personal view out of this, mind. In the grand scheme of things, was that a bad thing or a good thing? Of course it was a bad thing for the family and the people who knew that person and that person. Of course it was bad. Not disputing that. But what I'm trying to get you to see is, I'm trying to get you to see this from a different way. I'm trying to get you to see this from a different point of view in the circle of life. That all this stuff has to continue to happen. You know, it's only that other people get cancer that we start looking after ourselves. We don't smoke, we eat healthy, you know, and we change our behaviors, we change certain things, you know. So as a result of some people getting cancer, it helps other people to look after themselves, you know. And it's just being able to see the good that comes out of the bad instead of asking why, because every time I say why me, why is this, why is that, I get a negative 4 or 5 different negative answers back, which each carry an emotional message. Why? Because you're not good enough, because you deserve it, because no one likes you, because of this. And it's just causing me all my own pain. So I got to learn to communicate differently to myself. You know, when I communicate differently, I get different messages back from my subconscious mind. You know, when I can detach myself from my personal point of views and see things for the greater good, then it changes my relationship with them things. You know, it changes my relationship it changes how I feel. It changes my perception. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about changing perceptions and changing how you feel. Yeah, you might be going through difficulties, you know, you might be going through all sorts of negatives, all sorts of different traumas, but it's from people going through the trauma that they've able to help other people get through the trauma. They've able to find things to help, you know, to help people treat the trauma and get over it, you know. So it's only through many people going through traumas way before all these therapies were created that they was able to create these therapies, you know. So everything in the grand scheme of things, everything has a meaning and a place. Everything is the exact way it's meant to be. You know, I wish I was the universe, you know. I wish I had the power to choose who got ill and who didn't get ill. But I don't. I don't have that power. There is a controller. You know, I don't know what the plan is for me or for anyone else. You know, I don't get to decide anything. But all I know is there's a controller. There's a yin and yang energy working in this universe, working in our lives on a continuum, right? Continuously good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Because without the good, there's no bad. Without the bad, there's no good. You know, without up, there's no down. Without pain, there's no positive. You know, it's everything. In order for one to exist, there must be an opposite. There must be a comparison, like, you know. So like I said, you know, I don't get to choose. You know, I don't get to choose. And if anyone's suffering out there, you know, I feel, you know, I can't imagine what it's like, but, you know I can see things from a different way today. Like, you know, I'm at a level of acceptance, you know, and from that level of acceptance, I'm able to drop my resistance to things. And that's all I'm trying to pass on to you. You know, I'm trying to get you to see things and change your perception, which will change how you feel. You know, and that's what this is all about. So is there anything else you'd like to ask me, Paul?
No, it's so interesting, Vince. You explained that really well, and yeah, I can see the same, very much the same as you, as in the good that's coming out of the bad now. The resistance has dropped, and hopefully everybody else gets to see the same.
Yeah, it's only like a small analogy on like a couple of little things, but you can use them analogies, which I use on a couple of things in other areas, you know, and that's the power of this stuff. Like, you know, it's just helping you change the way you communicate and your perception, which changes how you feel. And that's key to everything. Like, you know, they said to me, Vince, man, you can't be happy all the time. You cannot be happy all the time. And I say, I can, because I can be happy to be sad. I can be happy to be in pain. I can be happy for my problems. I can be happy for all the shit that goes on, because all the people, other people's mistakes shows me how to get it right. All the mistakes I make reveals to me how not to do it, which leaves me with how to do it. So everything is just working perfectly. Just I never been able to see it. You know, if I don't understand something, I can't love it. So if I don't understand my emotions, I don't understand my thoughts, I can't love them. I don't like them, I want to move away from them. But when I find a life coach that can help transform all my relationships with my thoughts and my feelings, show me the value in them, and I understand them, do you know what? Everything's at ease. I'm at peace, an inner peace, which I've never experienced anything like it. You know, it's an inner peace and a sense of well-being that there's nothing compares to it. Nothing compares to it. You know, and it's all from learning these methods, learning how to reprogram my relationship with my emotions, my thoughts, understanding and loving me and loving everything around me. Because how do I do that? I see the value in everything today. I see that everything is happening in a continuum, which I've never seen before. Because again, why don't I see this stuff? Because I can only see this much truth. And this is where my pain is coming from. I need to be awakened. And that's what I'm doing. So thank you very much. And thank you for joining me today. Please share and subscribe. You know, I need to build up my subscribers so YouTube will upgrade my features on my YouTube channel and I can do better quality videos. So if you could please share and subscribe. My name is Vincent and I'm from Life Coach to Rapid Results. I hope this video has helped you like this stuff has helped me. Thank you.